A gardener looks at a row of bell pepper plants that appear completely healthy. The leaves are green, strong, and full. The stems are upright, and there are even small peppers forming. At first glance, everything looks perfect. But when you look closer, something feels wrong. The fruits stay small. Some stop growing halfway. Others remain thin for weeks without changing much at all. What makes this even more confusing is the time involved. Some gardeners wait 3 to 4 weeks and see almost no difference in pepper size. Meanwhile, others make a small adjustment and suddenly notice a clear change in fruit growth within a short period of time. The plants did not change appearance much, but the outcome feels completely different. Here is the contradiction that surprises many people. Healthy-looking plants do not always lead to a good harvest. In fact, peppers can look their best right before they start limiting their own fruit size. After years of observing pepper gardens in different climates and soil types, one pattern appears again and again. Most gardeners miss one early step. It happens so quietly that it is almost invisible at the time. But later, it decides how large or small the peppers will become. And the surprising part is this. It is not usually caused by too much fertilizer or too much water, which is what most people assume. The real reason is often hidden much earlier in the plant's development. If this feels confusing, that is very common. You are not doing anything wrong. Bell peppers are simply more sensitive to early conditions than most people realize. By the end of this explanation, you will understand why peppers stay small even when they look healthy, and how experienced growers quietly guide them toward larger, fuller fruits without forcing extra effort or complicated routines. Before explaining why this happens, it helps to understand what is going on at the very beginning of the plant's life. When most gardeners start planting bell peppers, they focus on survival. They want the plant to live, grow leaves, and become green. That part usually works. But what often gets missed is how early conditions decide the future shape of the harvest. Many gardeners plant bell peppers a little too early in the season, when the soil is still warming up. The plant may survive, but it does not fully settle into strong root expansion. It simply adapts to what it has. From the outside, everything looks normal. The plant grows leaves and stands upright. But underneath, the root system is often smaller than it should be. Another quiet issue is spacing. When pepper plants are placed too close together, they begin competing early. Even if they do not look stressed, their roots adjust to limited space. This creates a slow growth pattern that continues for the entire season. What makes this tricky is timing. These early limitations do not show immediate damage. The plant can look completely fine for weeks. This is why many gardeners assume everything is going well. But later, when fruits begin to form, the limitation becomes visible. The plant simply does not have enough internal strength built during the early stage to expand the peppers fully. This is the first hidden step most people never notice. The plant is not failing suddenly. It is following an early pattern that was set long before the fruits appeared. And once that pattern is set, it becomes harder to change later in the season. Moving forward, even if the plant starts strong, the next important factor is the soil itself. And this is where another misunderstanding often begins. Many gardeners believe that rich, dark soil automatically means good results. It feels logical. If soil looks fertile, the plant should grow well. But bell peppers do not respond only to how soil looks. They respond to how the soil behaves. One of the most important factors is air movement in the soil. Roots need both moisture and oxygen. When soil is too dense or holds too much water, it begins to restrict airflow. At first, the plant still grows, so it seems fine. But over time, the roots stay shallow and compact. This is where fruit size begins to suffer quietly. A shallow root system cannot support strong fruit expansion. The plant has enough energy to survive, but not enough stability to push fruits to their full size. A surprising observation from many gardens is that slightly lighter soil often produces better peppers than soil that is extremely rich and heavy. This does not mean poor soil is better. It simply means balance is more important than intensity. When too much compost or organic matter is added at once, the soil can hold excessive moisture. That creates slow root development, even if the plant looks green and healthy on the surface. This creates a hidden misunderstanding. Many gardeners think more compost always improves results. But for bell peppers, structure matters as much as nutrients. Without proper drainage and air pockets, the plant cannot fully expand its fruit potential. So even before watering or feeding becomes a concern, soil balance quietly sets the direction of the entire season. Once the soil is set, watering becomes the next silent influence on pepper growth. Watering seems simple, but it is one of the most misunderstood parts of growing bell peppers. Some gardeners water a little every day, thinking it keeps the plant happy. Others water deeply but only once in a while. Both approaches can work in some conditions, but bell peppers respond best to steady and predictable moisture. The plant does not like sudden changes. When the soil swings between very dry and very wet, the plant shifts its focus. Instead of directing energy toward fruit expansion, it starts focusing on survival. It adjusts its internal system to handle stress rather than growth. This is why two identical pepper plants can produce completely different fruit sizes even in the same garden. One may receive consistent moisture, while the other experiences fluctuations without the gardener realizing it. The key observation is not about how much water is given, but how stable the condition remains over time. Stability allows the plant to keep its energy focused on developing fruits instead of adjusting to changing conditions. When moisture is steady, roots spread more evenly. When moisture is inconsistent, roots stay cautious and limited. That difference becomes more visible later when peppers begin to grow. At this stage, many gardeners assume something is wrong with the plant itself. But often, it is simply responding to small shifts in watering patterns that happened weeks earlier. Next comes sunlight, which seems like the most straightforward factor, but even here, there is a quiet balance that affects fruit size. Sunlight is essential for all plants, and bell peppers are no exception. They need good light to produce energy. But more sunlight is not always better, especially in very hot conditions. When temperatures rise too high, the plant can begin to protect itself. Leaves may slightly curl or adjust position to reduce stress. This is not always obvious, and the plant can still look healthy overall. But internally, energy distribution changes. Instead of pushing maximum energy into fruit growth, the plant divides energy between survival and protection. This creates a slow reduction in fruit expansion, even though the plant still appears strong from the outside. Many gardeners do not notice this because the change is subtle. The plant continues to grow, but the pace of fruit development feels slower than expected. This is why understanding environment is so important. Sunlight is not just about brightness. It is also about intensity and temperature balance. In extreme heat, even well-watered plants can enter a mild stress state without showing clear damage. So at this point, we begin to see a pattern. Early planting, soil structure, watering consistency, and sunlight balance all work together. And small changes in each area can quietly shape the final result. Now we reach a deeper insight that ties everything together. After observing many pepper plants over time, one pattern becomes very clear. The size of the fruit is often decided before the flowers even fully develop. This means the plant's early condition quietly controls future fruit size long before anything visible happens. There is a hidden growth switch inside the plant's development process. It is not a physical switch you can see, but a combination of early signals. If the plant feels stable, it prepares for strong fruit development. If it experiences early stress, even small stress, it adjusts its expectations. This is why some plants never produce large peppers, even when later care is improved. The early stage has already set a limit on expansion. This insight often surprises gardeners because it shifts focus from fixing later to supporting early. The plant is not reacting only to current conditions. It is building on its earlier experience. Once this is understood, the entire growing process becomes clearer. It is not about sudden changes. It is about consistent support from the beginning. At this point, gardeners often notice something interesting when they adjust early conditions. And this is where a quiet discovery moment happens. When one or two early factors are corrected, something changes in the plant's behavior. It does not suddenly grow more flowers, but the quality of the flowers improves. They appear stronger, more stable, and better supported. After some time, the peppers that form from these flowers begin to show noticeable differences. They feel thicker. They hold shape better. They continue growing instead of stopping early. This is often the moment when gardeners realize the plant was always capable of more. It was not lacking potential. It was limited by early conditions that were not fully balanced. The change does not feel dramatic like a sudden explosion of growth. Instead, it feels steady and natural, as if the plant has finally found its rhythm. And once that rhythm appears, growth becomes more consistent and predictable. However, one common mistake still interrupts this progress for many gardeners, and it is worth understanding clearly. One of the most common reactions when plants seem weak or slow is to add more fertilizer. It feels logical. More nutrients should mean more growth. But bell peppers do not always respond that way. When fertilizer is increased too quickly or too heavily, the plant often shifts its focus toward leaf growth instead of fruit development. The leaves become larger and greener, but the peppers do not necessarily increase in size. This creates frustration because the gardener is putting in more effort, but not seeing better results. In some cases, fruit development becomes even slower because the plant is balancing excess nutrients instead of focusing energy. The better approach is not more input, but better balance. The plant usually responds more positively to steady conditions than sudden changes. Once this is understood, gardening becomes less about correction and more about stability. Now, it is also important to recognize that not all gardens behave the same way. Environment plays a major role in how peppers grow. In cooler climates, growth tends to be slower, but fruits often become firmer and more consistent. In hotter climates, growth may appear faster, but plants can experience more stress, especially during peak heat periods. Humidity, wind, and night temperatures also influence how energy is distributed inside the plant. Two gardens following the same steps can still produce different results simply because their environments are different. This is not a failure. It is part of natural variation. Understanding this helps remove confusion and prevents unnecessary adjustments. Once environment is considered, expectations become more realistic, and gardening becomes more relaxed. At this stage, everything begins to connect into a simple understanding. Large bell peppers are not the result of constant effort or complicated routines. They come from removing early limitations and maintaining steady conditions over time. When soil is balanced, watering is consistent, and stress is reduced early, the plant naturally directs its energy toward fruit size. There is no need to force growth. The plant already knows how to grow when conditions are supportive. This is where a shift in thinking becomes important. Instead of doing more, the goal becomes doing less but doing it consistently. Less disturbance. Less sudden change. More observation. And when gardeners begin to observe more closely instead of constantly adjusting, they often notice improvements happening on their own. If you are comfortable sharing, I am curious how often you usually water your pepper plants during the growing season, and whether you have noticed differences in fruit size when you change that pattern. In the end, bell peppers teach a simple lesson. Growth is not always about effort. It is often about timing, balance, and patience. Sometimes the garden improves most when we simply step back and observe.